Did you ever have this pretty hairstyle in mind to make by yourself?
But whenever it's time to give this a try, the biggest issue is always that you end up with the saddest and the most crooked of lines.
Good news is that I have two ways by which you can achieve the cleanest and straightest of parts all by yourself and finally make that hair of your dreams.
And of course, for this to happen, you have to be able to see every single part of your head. So for the benefit of those who haven't got eyes at the back of their heads, here are a few tips on how to finally have eyes at the back of your head. For the first method, I'm making use of my MacBook and my iPhone. I'm just going to use a cord to connect these two devices together, and then I'll be making use of an app which is called the QuickTime Player. Once I connect, I can literally see every single thing that's going on behind me. My phone is making a video of the back of my head. Whatever that shows on the screen of my phone is what shows in my MacBook. Only problem I have with this method is there's sometimes a glitch. The second method you could make use of is this popular method, the use of two mirrors, which is placed front and back. I can use it interchangeably to see what I'm doing behind. I can also use a smaller mirror or a closer look. I guess this one is self-explanatory. Moving on to the main details of parting, this hairstyle is what I'll be making, so it's going to determine how I'm going to be parting my hair. Did you notice what I did here? A separation from one ear to the other ear. It separates the back and makes it easier to work with. I'm just going to use my fingers to do a rough separation. It's just like creating a part for the main thing you are going to do. So it works perfectly for people who have really thick hair. When I'm done with that, I'll put the other parts together with my hairband, then I'll use my tooth comb to do a cleaner separation. This doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, we're trying to separate the back from the middle and from the front, so we're still coming back to clean it up. Using the middle of my ear to further divide the back parting. You can still go in with your fingers first to do the first or rough parts or not part of the hair. It's not so bulky. In order for me to clean up the line, for it to look even neater and straighter, I'll be making use of my leave-in conditioner. You mustn't be making use of the leave-in conditioner. A lot of people actually make use of the edge control or whatever they make use of. Only I don't like to use edge control so much on my hair. It just depends on the hairstyle I'm doing. But making use of a leave-in conditioner, or better still, an edge control, makes your parts look extraordinarily neat. Whenever I'm doing my parts, I tend to make it bigger at the back alone. I'm always thinking about taking them out and I don't want to get stressed myself. I'm just going to apply some leave-in conditioner on my hair strand, finger detangle, because why comb your hair if it's not necessary? I'm then going to go ahead and make use of these tiny rubber bands. I'm going to use it to separate the parts before I start my braiding. So the essence of adding this leave-in conditioner is to prevent breakage when I'm trying to take it out. So this is me packing up the first half of this hair. I'm just going to go round twice with a rubber band. Me pulling my hair right now is just trying to tighten it. So we're officially done with the first part of the parting. I'll just quickly clean up the upper part of the back parting, and I as well added a little bit. So what I'm aiming to do here is the bricklayer pattern, and there's going to be a grip which will be directly on top of the line of the lowest pattern. As I'm going to take my hair up, you'll see how the lines doesn't join with that of the lower part. The middle pattern would not be business as usual because it's not going to be a straight part. It's kind of curved all the way to the front, and then we're going to do a bricklayering pattern. The basis for this pattern is going to be my eyebrow arc. You can as well do a straight part at the back, but you still have to connect it to the front to your eyebrow arc. Please give this video a thumbs up if you think it's been useful so far. Thank you. Once I'm done cleaning it up, I'm just going to separate it into two equal parts and then go ahead and do it off camera. Okay, I just lied. Truth is, my phone was not recording and I had no idea. For the front part of this pattern, I'll be using the middle of my nose as the basis of this pattern. So I'm going to separate it into two equal parts with a very straight line. I kind of I'm always conscious of this front part because I just feel that this is like the front part and a lot of people are looking at it. So you know, this is just my friend who came to check up on me. I'm just going to do this first part offline, then I'll show you how I did it in details with the second part. So I'm dividing this last half of the session into 3 parts, and this is the first part of the 3 parts, which I divided into 3 parts again. I kind of made this line I'm making right now not very straight. It's a bit curved, if you can notice. So when I make this division, I'm going to align the lines together and make 3 parts of each. So as you can see, I'm trying to align the lines. So I'm no longer doing like a, what they call it, the bricklayer pattern. I'm aligning it to look like a straight line, something like that. If you notice, I'm doing my rubber band 3 times because I made this front to be a lot smaller than the back. Also, I love the center part because it gives a less childish but youthful and classy look, even though it's very wise to always switch up the kind of parting that you do, because if you tend to part your hair same kind of way every single time, you're not giving that part of the hair any single room to breathe. It gives room for breakage, so that is why I'm giving you the bricklaying pattern for a change. And in case you're curious to know what I did after this, I mean the hairstyle, of course, check out this video I'll be leaving up here, and if not, check out this other video if you're looking to grow your hair. See you in my next video. Bye.